news this Saturday, 10th of May, 2025. Let's go into the stories. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has met with a delegation from MTN Group at State House Entebbe to discuss the company's operations and future investment plans in Uganda. He commended MTN's growth since its entry into the Ugandan market, citing its significant role in advancing the country's communication sector. The president emphasized the importance of channeling investment into sectors that create jobs and boost household incomes, key drivers of demand for services like telecommunications, among others. Museveni also stressed the value of cross-border investment in strengthening regional integration and accelerating economic growth across Africa. He pointed to Uganda's transformation journey, noting that moving citizens from subsistence farming into the money economy remains a key challenge. However, he highlighted the increased coffee and milk production as signs of rural progress, among others. Addressing property fragmentation through inheritance, the president encouraged Ugandans to adopt modern asset management models, such as shared ownership through company shares. He further urged MTN and other investors to explore opportunities in manufacturing and take advantage of Africa's growing regional trade prospects. MTN Group Chairman Jonas Musebisi reaffirmed the company's commitment to Uganda and expressed interest in enhancing Uganda-South Africa business partnerships. He also gave an update on MTN's operations locally and globally. Let's see more. On 21st of January 2025, President Museveni started his Busoga tour on wealth creation, starting with checking on PDM beneficiaries in Namutumba, Luka and Jinja. However, his campaign on wealth creation was extended to districts of Kamuli, Jinja, Mayuge, and ended his regional tour in Iganga, where he addressed thousands of border operators. The tour was part of his vision of eradicating poverty. However, after the presidential tour, what next? UBC takes keen interest to reach out to different corners which the president never reached to examine the performance of beneficiaries and understand the progress of the PDM program in areas of Iganga, Bugweri, Mayuge, Namayingo, Kaliro, Buyende and Bujiri. Let's have more of this report. As on those beneficiaries who received the 1 million Uganda shillings and the impact of investment on their in-house income and lives. The narrative started with Muzei Nyende Rashid in Namwangu village, Ibako in Bugweri district, who expressed appreciation to the initiators of the PDM program. Rashid received 1 million shillings and invested it in dairy farming. To him, upon receiving the 1 million, had to sell other properties he owns to make a top-up of 2 million shillings. This was the capital he used to buy one dairy cow. While speaking in an interview, says life has since changed.
Nali straight way forward nganja kugula ente ya bukaire bubiri era mombeero tineyo ente eno najaya era yasobola okuboneka nga esobola okulinda yazaala ena nesooka era kabiri mu bwangu n'embiro yabanga bwoyidinga oboliji danda babulonji terwa okuwaka kabiri yasobola okuboneka nga egakera kusawa ya butimperani nena na ibiri.
Out of the sold milk, Nyende is capable of meeting his financial requirements.
Sebo ensonga yenina okusookera ku nda kusookera ku yamata kuba nalinga ntawana okunoonya akasente akabuli lunaku wabula kubwire buno ente yange eva amata eva lita 12 Perano wemba nga ntunza amata ago mu freeze esooka kuyagaananga buli liita ndigitundanga esiringi 2,000. Ago obwavu mba mbubinze nsobola okuboneka nga ndekawo ku famire yona yabanga eba bulungi ate era nasobola okuwongera ku kabiri kwinkamu ey'okuyingiza.
Muzei Nyende is not the only beneficiary here. Namaganda Nusufa is another PDM beneficiary who invested her 1 million shillings into goat rearing. To Namaganda, goat rearing was the best option because it's easier to manage. When the goats business started making fortunes for Namaganda, she also invested it in a salon business as a side hustle to support her goats business.
PDM ereda government eneri kwera ne bazaino olwokufuna esente edo nga nafuna akaire kalamba akesente esente edo nasobola okugula nagulamu embuzi eyo nagigula banga tono yazaala obwana yampa obwana busatu era obwana obwo nina bombwaya nga bwe nafuna akakaire nagula ku embuzi n'ataako ni musaluni buti akasente ke manfuniye ku musaluni sobola okufuna obulezi ndaba ku embuzi kuba oluisi dirwala omusuuda dayina n'okudifuwa kw'eddagala kale nabanga ndi kutambuza nti akasende ntola kumule n'ataakumule.
Day 2 in Bugwere ended with Mugoya Juma, a resident of Busesa Town Council, who chose to invest in fish farming. Mugoya says he used 600,000 Uganda shillings to stock 2,000 fingerlings and the balance was reserved for feeding. However, upon harvest, Mugoya's balance sheet showed he had recouped 2,170,000 in profits. He recounts the wise decision he took to make this investment.
Kwebaza government eno kubanze mu myaka ejjange tubonanga ku government eyamba muntu wawansi kandi emutegeera nti etuuka n'okumwa capital nono olusoso okubona nze nebaza government eno okungemerako yangemerako era ndi kusaba bongeza okusinza project wodi bweine abantu bayidde begere kunze ndidi nti nze akakale kebampa omwaka gujja okuwaako gano oli kubona gano ngafune obukaire kweyongerayo obukaire abiri okweyongerayo abaana bange bakusoma tibali kugobebwanga bwali koze ki sente diri kunjira nzira ibanda lyona nti bali kumandana kusukuba ibanda lyenalyo neryo government lyampa lyendidi nti saa niyo enda saa weno na savinga diriwo nekyebyangesebo.
Champa Lubanga, the district commercial officer for Bugweri, says the program is moving well in the district as majority of beneficiaries who got the money have invested it well. However, Lubanga was quick to note that in some areas where PDM beneficiaries diverted the money for other things, the program has failed to achieve its set purpose.
When you look at what is going on right now, there is a big change when you compare it with the first money which we got. The first money, honestly, was diverted. Most people, I think 60% of the people who got the money, did not do the right thing. But the next phase, after several trainings with the production department, training them about Chivaro, about enterprise selection, we trained them about, saving. Things are really changing, and we believe, Your Excellency, we shall not shame you in Bugweri.
In Bugweri district, over 8,777 beneficiaries received the money totaling to 8.8 billion shillings, which was disbursed to support beneficiaries with right projects. In Iganga district, we arrived at Masaba village, Luau parish, Bulamaji sub-county, where we found Bavinga Rogers, aged 26 years, who invested PDM money in poultry farming. Rogers, who started with 100 chicks, expanded to 200 and now is able to generate 33,000 shillings as a profit after selling eggs. You are still tuned to Ubc Lunchtime News. My name is Crispus Arinatwe. In more news this afternoon, the Patriotic League of Uganda, under the leadership of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, is organizing the UPDF-CDF Interforces Drills Competitions, an initiative aimed at strengthening ties between the military, police and civilians. The objective is to improve the image of the armed forces and foster closer cooperation with local communities. Let's have more of this report.
Efforts to improve the relationship between the police, military and civilians, the leaders of the Patriotic League of Uganda PLU, led by General Host Kainerugaba, have come up with a plan to strengthen relationships through drills competitions.
Patriots Club Uganda is pleased to announce an upcoming military drill competition designed to enhance national security preparedness and foster unity between civilians and armed forces.
The UPDF-CDF Interforces Drills competitions will be launched on the 13th of May 2025 at the Kolo Ceremonial Grounds. On this day, the military will train people on how to defend themselves and demonstrate various techniques used to foil enemy attack. Officials reminded citizens that while working tirelessly to improve the relationship, they should also protect the environment.
But the military is not for only the ruling government or for the opposition, it is for all Ugandans. If it were otherwise, then there would be a selective way of inviting the people that are going to take part in this function that is being organized by the Ministry of Defense and the Office of the CDF. So that is one step. The CDF, General Kainerugaba, is trying to bridge the gap between the civilians and the military, what we call civil-military cooperation. And that is one of the reasons why such an event has been opened up to the public, including the opposition.
They have shared some of the expectations if Ugandans get interested and involved in the UPDF-CDF Interforces Drills competitions.
We expect food drills, we expect cane drills, we should expect a lot. They're going to compete in different skills. So let's all come and witness history making, led by the Chief Defense Forces, General Kainerugaba.
Rebecca Nantongo, Anthony Senapulia, UBC News.
Now in more news, Uganda's push to grow its leather export industry is gaining traction. The Uganda Manufacturers Association, in collaboration with the Uganda National Bureau of Standards, has concluded a 2-day training in quality management for staff at Kaumo Skins and Hides industry. The training focused on improving the processing of hides and skins to align with international quality standards. At the close of the workshop, participants received certificates from Dr. Ezra Muhumuza Rwanda, the ED of Uganda Manufacturers Association. The initiative is expected to boost product quality and unlock new opportunities in international markets. Our reporter has more.
Appeal to government has been for this year that please stop exportation of raw materials in a raw form, give us an opportunity to turn these raw materials into semi and final products that can increase value in terms of revenue and foreign exchange that we attract. So in this case, we are very happy that government president has made a pronouncement putting a ban on exportation of hides and skins in a raw form. We have our young industries, which is one of them is Kaumo, and we are trying to see how we build capacity internally in terms of manpower, in terms of machinery, to ensure that there is utilization of these raw materials to be in line with the government thinking. So today we have been able to train high level in terms of quality management of hides and skins, quality running of quality processes to be able to bring quality products that needed to have a full set of skills training in quality management. We have done this together with UNBS, and we are now sure that going forward we'll be producing high quality things, especially at Kaumo, since it was now a sector specific training that is looking at the sector of hides and skins, such that in the next, because our goal is in the next 4 years, we must have tripled the export value that we get out of exporting this, and we reduce the importation of some of these products that are related to hides and skins, especially the shoes, the bags, and the cushions and all these other things, so that as a country we leverage the cooperative advantage we have in animal rearing.
Now moving to Nabila Took, MK Youth Initiative has embarked on a move to transform lives of Karamojongs through agriculture as an alternative socio-economic transformation in addition to cattle rearing. While commissioning the Cashinates project in Nabila Took district, Patrick Okiru, who was in accompaniment of local leaders, said Karamoja has got soils which favor agriculture and encouraged the locals to embrace agriculture as a venture which can transform lives. Meanwhile, Emma Lakbal, the Nabila Took district woman MP aspirant, lauded MK Youth Initiative for the project and called government to also extend such development projects to residents in Nabila Took for them to accelerate and eradicate poverty. The locals also appreciated the project, saying it has been long overdue and pledged to cooperate with MK for purposes of their development. Let's see more.
Will not be going for raiding, and they are going to change their mindset from raiding to farming. Now that everything has come, we are going, like right now, we have a garden that we are going to plant, and from there, of course, definitely many people are going to be attracted to be farmers.
You have a lot of land. Let's have this land and put it in better use, because your situation will not change unless you people have a mindset change that is not only cattle rustling that will keep you living. Let us have something else. Let's try agriculture. We do skilling, and these activities we all do.
They have come with the agricultural idea, because with agric, I think Karamoja can be comfortable more than cattle raising. Sometimes animals can be stolen, but with agric, we continue as long as the season is well.
We need to commercialize this agriculture through providing us with inputs like tractors, irrigation scheme, such that we can use it to commercialize agriculture.
UBC takes a short breather and returns shortly.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21 hash and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Mikulu Business Expo kumi pirabiri mwetano ine komyewo wakati wenazo mwezi mwenda paka 11 Mei Lugugu Uma Showgrounds event service providers naba business endala zonna mwandu bademu ayuna Mikulu Business Expo kumi pirabiri mwetano emidala jiri kumitwalo nkaga ino bronze mitwalo chinana ku silver ate gold yakakadde kalamba kogata platinum yakamuchi tundu okuyingira Mikulu Business Expo kumi pirabiri mwetano kwa 15 zokka kati wasasula omudala obosasulide ekifo tenti emeza entebe 2 kogata amasanyalaze ne security okumanya ebisingawo kuba 0707 mukaga 20 292 oba 0776 mukaga 20 292 bitendwa mu Center for the Genex Limited, Lean Events, Crane Performers, Chambasa Farmer, BBS Telefina, UBC, Rosie Roots, City Bridals, Joyce Sonko Textiles, Channel Ladies Choice, Njuvu Estates, Junico Rio Deco, Victory Travel Center, Tender Gardens, Eco Farm Pharmacy, Mikolo Magazine, ne Pepsi.
Amazina ganje Niyetekwa Seruhanga John Bosco Induga mu district ya Rukungiri byo muhanguzi wa miliyoni 18 na Uganda National Rotary nzahangwire kurwo mu kuzaana star 278 hash nkafuna message erikweka mu muhanguzi nashemererwa konka nabaza kugira ngo neri y'abafere sente ziriyo zona bakaziteka ko nazihangwira.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Are you a woman with a small-scale business with a dream of growing it to another level? The GROW Project is here to support you in realizing your dream.
The GROW Project is a government initiative implemented by the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development and Private Sector Foundation Uganda with support from the World Bank.
We support women-owned businesses across the country to gain hands-on and business management skills through training within your location, business financing through grants and affordable loans, and infrastructure in your areas of operation to enable you to increase your productivity.
If you have a business that makes sales of up to 800,000 Uganda shillings per month, the GROW Project has the tools and resources to help you succeed. For more information, contact your district or city GROW focal person or call our toll-free line on 0800 307 777 to learn more about how you can benefit from the GROW Project's services.
The GROW Project, empowering women economically, transforming communities.
Ennaku 3 ez'omuziki enseko n'okuzuula nga weetooloddwa obulungi bw'obutonde nga kw'otadde n'abayimbi abasingayo mu Africa. Sina ate onyumirwa obulamu mu kujaguza obuwangwa bwa Africa obujjuvu ng'obutonde bwe bukuzza obujja. Tukwaniriza mu Milege. Jaguzanga bw'onyumirwa obulamu omuziki, sinema, ebyokulya, engero n'emboozi. Milege World Music Festival 2025 okuva nga 6 paka nga 8 mu mwezi gw'omukaaga ku Botanical Gardens Entebbe. Okugula tiketi nyiga *M65*2 londako Milege World Music Festival 2025 ogoberere endagiriro oba kuba ku noti 752833 oba tukyalire ku website yaffe www.milege.org. Biwagiddwa Entebbe Municipal Council, Uganda Wildlife Education Center, Uganda Wildlife Authority, Civil Aviation Authority, Uganda Tourism Board, Rock Telcom, Ovidian Uganda, 106.5 Energy Radio, Protea Hotel Entebbe, and UBC.
Here just searching, still deciding, what am I watching? We are what? Unstoppable! We are what? Unstoppable! I'm at my business, enjoying success, nachusa address, all of our progress. We are what? Unstoppable! We are what? Unstoppable! That was to it. With what internet? 4K HD, non-stop action. We are what? Unstoppable! We are what? Unstoppable!
With you and MTN together, our progress is unstoppable.
We are what? Unstoppable!
This May 24th is the grand finale of the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo 2025. Festival Day at Speed Resort Munyonyo. Experience a vibrant mix of music, dance, fashion, art, a fun-filled kids section, and an epic boat regatta on Lake Victoria. Live on stage, Luthri, Winnie Nwaji, Abeka Band, Otim Alpha, Sunabed, Shilaga Shumba, Salvador, Alideki Bryan, Crane Performers, and more. General tickets go for 20k and VIP for 50k. Get yours now at tagticketing.com. For what a festival day. Celebrate culture, celebrate Uganda. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Peter. Full speed, light turns red, and he's gone through. Oh, wow!
The Uganda Police introduces the Automated Express Penalty System, EPS Auto, powered by ITMS. Fair, fast, final, and always watching. Don't argue with the road. Just check, pay, move on with the UPF Mobi app. ITMS. Safe roads, safe nation. Special announcement from the Baseline Education Census 2025. The Uganda Bureau of Statistics, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Sports, is conducting the Baseline Education Census 2025. This exercise will cover all learning institutions in the country for both government and private establishments, namely pre-primary, primary, secondary, vocational, and higher institutions of learning. The Baseline Education Census exercise data collection is being conducted in a phased manner, starting with Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area, comprising of districts of Kampala, Mukono, and Wakiso. The rollout to all other regions will commence at the beginning of second term. The Baseline Education Census collects information on learners, teachers, and school facilities to facilitate planning and policy decisions in the education sector. Uganda Bureau of Statistics appeals to the general public, heads of schools and institutions, as well as the local government authorities to cooperate with the BEC enumerators. In a special way, UBOS appeals to all parents of the learners to support the exercise by availing learners with their correct date of birth, national identification number, and learner's identification number. For more information, please call 0772 933 628 or 0743 787 189 from Dr. Chris Mukiza, Executive Director.
Welcome from that short commercial break, and now moving to the business sector. The Managing Director of Mobac LLC, the parent company of Ryco Manufacturing, has announced a renewed focus on profitability and consumer health. Speaking during a customer appreciation event at Nakasero Market, he emphasized the company's commitment to deliberate rebranding and the introduction of healthier product options aimed at improving customer well-being. We have more.
Now, today we've come together to join our trade partners as we launch the new Spring Pack. So, the new Spring Pack is really getting to provide a packaging refresh. Now, why the refresh? We've received feedback from customers about the previous packaging, and there are certain elements that they've asked for. This new packaging allows the product to stay fresh for longer, despite the different weather and climates that we operate in. At the same time, it is easier to merchandise in stock, so it works very well for traders who are looking to display the product for customers to get to see. The cube itself, it's the same cube that we know, still the same cube that enhances our dishes. Nothing has changed on that.
Omutindo gwaffe twatunuulidde ebibadde bijja bakigambibwa nga Ministry y'obwomusaayi baatugamba amine ya health baatugamba nti nno mu bakyala bana omukyala omu abatalina musaayi, so kati eno Ryco mpya twagenze n'ekyo okuteekamu ate ekirungo ekya iron and iodine ekiyamba omukyala oba omuntu yenna alina omusaayi gwa wansi ate okuboostinga, so eri 45 with iron and iodine. Netuba ne packaging endala kungulu n'ebiboxi. Kati okwagala okuuma environment netusalawo tukendeze ku ebyo ebintu ebingi bye tukozese akaveera akatono naye nako kali biodegradable okuba nti nno ki tukakozesa nga tetwonoona ate butonde bwansi.
Thank you for giving us company throughout this entire lunchtime news bulletin this Saturday, 10th of May 2025. My name is Crispus Arinatwe, and from the rest of the people behind the cameras, we want to wish you a very